Alright, welcome to the Way of the Warrior UFC 128 preview. I'm Lorans and this is Sean. We're just going to briefly talk about a couple fights for 128, Shogun versus Jones. First match, just going to discuss real quick, is Faber versus Eddie Wineland. I'm going to go with Faber. This match is a match of two former featherweight champions. I'm just going to go with Faber just because he seems to have a better track record, and he's had the, tougher schedule, tougher matchups, and even though lately he's been kind of like on a win-lose streak, I just think all around he's the better fighter, and I think he can, he'll probably win by decision over the full 3 rounds. Wineland's cool. He won the belt against Banuelos, who, as we've seen recently, isn't that great of a wrestler. His skills have seemed to have diminished quite a bit since his heyday, the little bit of heyday that he had. But I don't really see Wineland knocking out Faber or just beating him overall, whether it's by submission, wrestling, striking. I think Faber has the advantage in this fight. What's your take?
Yeah, I like Uriah Faber. He's a better all-around fighter. He's more battle-tested. He's a better fighter. He's naturally the bigger fighter. I don't see this lasting that long. I don't think it's going to last 3 rounds.
Oh, okay. All right. So there you have it. Both of us are picking Uriah Faber to win this match. But the highly anticipated match, light heavyweight championship, is on the line. Mauricio Shogun Rua, or Rua, whatever they be saying, versus John Jones' cousin. No, just kidding.
Your cousin.
But it's like from the start, John Jones has been impressing us with his wrestling moves, his athleticism.
His reach is
everything. His size, 6'4". Of course, both of them are coming in at 205. But the thing with Jones is that, he's almost showing something new every time out, and he's a dominant wrestler. But more than that, he has very good striking, and it's not like Anderson Silva striking or even Shogun striking as well, but he just has a good combination of reach and speed, quickness. We haven't really seen.
Haven't seen him hurt.
We haven't really seen him hurt. But I was also going to say we haven't really seen him with that, rampage knockout power either. He scored some technical knockouts.
I saw it against Stephen Bonner.
Well,
he just disappeared off the screen after that roundhouse elbow.
Yeah, but he has a lot of talent and a lot of promise. It's just a matter of him putting it together. Now Shogun, he's a champ. The first fight he had against has-been, what's his name? The supposed unbeatable. Yeah, exactly. The supposed unbeatable guy.
She ain't no joke, man. Shogun just got him. He the better fighter.
Anyway, Shogun, they fought tooth and nail the first match. In the rematch, Shogun took it to him, although I will admit Machida looked out of shape, and I don't know, something just wasn't right. But like you said, Shogun was just the better fighter. He has some very impressive wins. Of course, he's had a few losses that were kind of uncharacteristic of someone being that good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, overall, Shogun's the best lightweight in the game right now. He has good striking. He's a good all-around fighter. Of course, wrestling he doesn't compare to John Jones, but he, like I said, striking, submissions, everything else. I think he's above average. What's your take?
I like John Jones in this fight. I mean, I like the fact that it's in New York. Well, it's in New Jersey. He's close to home. And the only thing that John Jones needs to really worry about is Shogun's kicks, because recently John Jones has been a little stiff in the ring. He's been more prone to just trying to take guys to the ground. But I still like John Jones. His reach, his athleticism. There isn't anybody else in MMA like him right now. And I think he's got a good head on the shoulders. He's kind of like Mike Tyson in MMA. Before Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson now, before he got crazy and stuff. But I think everything seems to be working in his favor. I like John Jones in this.
All right, so what's the strategy of your Shogun? What's the strategy to avoid getting locked up with John Jones, or even trying to get inside? You know what I'm saying, to neutralize his reach.
Well, he's got good takedown defense. It's just the kicks. That's the key. I mean, John Jones has a reach advantage over everybody, so naturally he has to go to kicks, mixing kicks with punches. Mm-hmm. He's a good striker. Striking is Shogun's strength. The ground game is. I mean, he can go to the ground. He has a good ground game, but the key to him beating Jones is his kicks, effective kicks to Jones's legs. Mm-hmm. Jones is prone to that. That's one of his weaknesses. I think the other fighters haven't been able to take advantage of it. I think Shogun is skilled enough to do that, and he needs to keep the ground. He needs to keep the game standing.
Yeah, exactly.
If Jones takes to the ground, it'll pretty much be over with.
Yep. All right. So if you're Jones, Shogun's gonna try to keep the match standing, and he's gonna try hard as hell to keep from being taken down. So what do you does he just shoot for it, or should he mix it up, or
because he'll get kneed in the head and it'll be over. He needs to just be patient, just study his film, just be patient, try to catch some tendencies from Shogun, and just use his reach advantage, use all the physical tools God gave him. I mean, he has the advantage against any fighter he goes up against, and he just has to be patient.
Now, should he
shots?
Now, should he be, I don't want to call it flamboyant, but should he even attempt to do his spinning elbows or back fists?
No. Well, I mean,
because Shogun seemed like the type of fighter that he would take advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, it just all depends. I mean, if you catch him at the right time, I mean, don't hold back now. If he, I don't know. I mean, it just depends on his feel for how things are going. If he catches his rhythm, and if it just happens, it happens. Mm-hmm. But he's got the advantage going in every fight he goes in against. As long as he keeps his head on straight, he's smart about it, he should win.
All right, so one last question. Just possibility. Say this goes 5 rounds. Mm-hmm. Who do you see coming out?
I still like John Jones, only because I think he's got a good attitude about things. He's humble, and he's determined to win. I mean, Shogun has experience. Naturally, you might think Shogun, but I just think as long as John Jones doesn't try anything crazy, and he's smart, he stays patient, I think he'll win. And plus, he's in New Jersey, he's close to hometown, so he'll have kind of hometown cooking, working in his favor as well. Now, if it was in Brazil, I'd probably have to pick Shogun.
All right, so yeah, so final picks, I'm gonna go with John Jones just because of the athleticism.
Because his last name.
Yeah, his last name. We share the same last name, and he has the reach, the ground game, wrestling, striking. Shogun has the obvious advantage, but once again, like you've been pointing out, I mean, he has a good head on his shoulders. He doesn't really beat himself. The only, if you want to call it a quote unquote loss, was when he fought Matt Hamill, and he was disqualified for using the
A 12-6 elbow.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah. Otherwise, I can't see him beating himself for making a mistake like Michael Bisping did in the last pay-per-view
Oh,
by
it's Dan Henderson.
by kneeing the dude in the head while he was on his knees.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
I mean, I can't see John Jones making a mistake or doing anything stupid to disqualify himself. So
Yeah, I mean another thing, just kind of wonder. I'm just interested to see how he'll look when if he gets into any trouble. I hope Shogun gets him in trouble, just to see how he reacts being under some pressure. He's never really been in any serious threat of losing in any of his
right.
matches.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be interesting to see if how he handles adversity.
Yeah,
in a
actually,
match.
I mean, and on that point, when he fought Bader, I was actually hoping that he would catch one just to see how good his chin was. Because people were talking about, well, Bader got knockout power. It's like if he catches Jones, he's gonna knock him out.
I didn't think Bader was that good. I mean, I wasn't surprised at all how it ended. I didn't think Bader was that good, especially after his last match against Nogueira. I could already see his weaknesses. Like if that had went any longer, I think Nogueira would have won.
It's very possible. But so that's our preview of UFC 128. Thank you for watching. Come back again. We'll most likely have a review of UFC 128. We might delve a little bit further into the matches, but we're mainly just going to cover the Shogun Jones match. Very exciting. I just hope for an exciting match, whether it goes 1 round or 5 rounds. All 5 rounds. I just hope it's a great match. So once again, thanks. Peace.